What's up, cuties? Welcome to Chit Chat with QT. Join me as I discuss hot topics, celebrity news and gossip, reality TV show recaps, and more. Everything that I discuss are my own personal opinions for entertainment purposes only. Now, before I get started, please make sure to like the video, hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel, and sit back and enjoy. What's up, cuties? Happy Thursday to you guys. It is my Friday. Welcome. Come on in to each and every one of you. Oh, I was going to try something. Let me see, child. Let me see. Let's see. My fine handyman is here. Outside. So if I have to get up for a quick second, just forgive me. I'm going to wave to you guys real quickly. I'll be on camera soon. Hey, can y'all see me? Did you see me? Did you get a quick glimpse? I'll be changing the format and going live real soon. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys are able to see me, child. If you didn't, you missed me. That's all I gotta say. Okay, give me 1 second. And we're gonna get started. I have a lot of topics. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 topics that I want to discuss with you guys. And you guys know I do this while I'm on lunch. Y'all saw me, child. The cutie crew. Thanks to them, I'm getting out of my shyness. So we were able to do that in Vegas. And yeah, so I'm working on something. Oh, child, there she go. Brittany Janae. I got something for you, sis. My new Cash App theme is a super chat is thanks to Brittany Janae. I deserve a mess. You had to be in members only yesterday in order to get it, baby. Those that get it. Those, excuse me, that don't. Hi, Kyla Newman. Welcome. All right, shout out to each and every one of you. Shout out to the cutie mods in the building. I see Linda Gamble, the legend of the mods, my sis Pink Diva. Hey, Real Talk. How are you, sis? Hey, Gia. Teresa Wright is here. Let's see. Do I see Tyra or Aunt Debbie? I don't. Brittany Janae, go away from me. But all right, we're going to get started. We're going to get started because, again, I have about 7 topics, and I want to make sure I'm able to hit them. If you haven't hit the like button, please go ahead. Hit that like button for me on your way in. Shout out to those of you that will be catching the replay, gang yang. And those of you that are in the bushes. I want to start this off with you all's opinion. Is Tami Roman, can I say homophobic? I hope so. If not, YouTube will let me know. Tami Roman, no ma'am. Your daughter is 30 years old. And, this really stunned me to hear Tami's view. Tami is one of the reasons why I love reality TV so much, because she was on the first reality TV show, which is was the Real World. Why can't I see my comments? And I remember, child, allegedly that Tami used to swim in a lady pond a time or two herself. Now that's alleged, my opinion only. But you guys take a quick look at what Tami had to say. Her daughter, Jazz, is a lesbian, and she's graduating from college. She is 30 years old, and Tami Roman has demanded that Jazz not allow her daughter to come to her graduation. That's crazy. Take a look. Shout out to the Shade Room. And then give me your thoughts in the comments.
Say this, I'm graduating, right? Mm-hmm. Getting my degree, and
she can't be in the
she can't be there.
She can't.
Do you get what I'm saying? My girlfriend can't be.
And look how Tami saying this. She can't be there. Girl, that girl is grown.
Why? Exactly. There's moments that my people have. That's why I be there. And
now I'm gonna pause and give shout out to Candy Burris. They sat down with Candy on her Speak On It show, and Tami Roman said it with her chest. You know, her girlfriend cannot be there. Just period. Let's continue. Hey, Danya.
I knew not to even tell. I told her, but she knew. She was like, okay,
I got a question.
Right.
With your other daughter, she's straight, right? Her boyfriends in the past. She's never been allowed to bring her boyfriends around.
She would be.
She would be.
She would be.
And why? What's the difference?
Because thank you. I love it. Now we talking. What you did? You leaned in. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
I'm leaning in.
Because there's something called confirmation bias, and when people think like you think or appear to be how you are, you're more drawn to those type of people.
No, ma'am. That don't make it right. You should be drawn to your daughter no matter what her preference is. Yes, she is, Danya, wrong as two left shoes. Candy asked her about her other daughter. I think her other daughter's name is Lyric. Lyric is straight, and Tami is okay with that. Let's continue.
So my daughter is a heterosexual female. Let me say this. I'm graduating, right? Getting my information bias allows me to accept whatever situation she's presenting versus not really understanding this moment. And so I got to take a step back.
Have any of you guys ever heard of confirmation bias? I have not, and I don't care. Just take off the confirmation. You're biased as hell. If you are able to accept your straight daughter, you should be able to accept your gay daughter. Okay, let's continue.
Figure out how it works for me and how I can be comfortable in that moment, because there's something called mental health that we have to be concerned about. And I got to be concerned about mine. Even though I'm trying to walk with her and love her, I still got to do what's right for me as well.
Hey, B. Jackson, she is going to regret missing the milestone. Well, Bridget J., that's if her daughter Jazz had set a boundary and put her foot down. I didn't watch the whole interview, so let me know if she said, okay, well, if she can't come, you can't come. Or matter of fact, she's coming, so you could stay at home, Mom. Let me know, Bridget J. Hey, Overcomer. This person said, Tami Roman is an example of why people subscribe to the idea of having gay family. Why so many of us are bar and club centered. We go where we feel not only loved, but understood, praying for her daughter. So that person, Dwayne, is obviously a gay Black man. And he said this is why they flock to their own little scenes. And this is wrong. Let's continue.
Okay, but you're not graduating. She is.
So right, Candy.
So to the mate.
Shout out to Candy for saying that. Okay, you're not graduating. She is. Okay. And then, you know, we have, I have a whole mental health Mondays now with the Cutie crew. And Tami just tried to throw mental health in there. Girl, this ain't got nothing to do with mental health. You don't like that your daughter is gay. And in my opinion only, you are homophobic. Now, I am going to go back and try to cross-reference myself because, as I mentioned, I believe allegedly somewhere down the line, Tami had a little fling with a woman. I ain't got time to look for it right now. Hey, Mama V. Hey, Angela Richardson. All right, let's continue, guys.
Sure that you feel the relationship is going to be lasting before you introduce them to me.
That's a lie. And her daughter is sitting here allowing her mother to lie. Now, I'm not sure if Jazz is still dating one of the girls that used to be on Bad Girls Club or whatever it is. I forgot the girl's name. I looked it up yesterday, but that was from a couple years ago. I believe 4 to be exact. So this is not something that she just sprung on Tami. And Tami is experiencing a lot of backlash Rightfully so. Let's continue.
Because I become involved in your situation and your life.
Wait, then I have a question. Come on. How long do you want to wait to meet them? Because what if you meet them and you actually don't like them, or you actually do like them? Maybe you could give some wisdom on what you actually think. Because
look, I'm not gonna continue. I am going to just read some of these tweets that they included. But Tami can become involved with her straight daughter's boyfriend. So that's an excuse. She said, I don't want to become involved with this person. It's all BS. And it is it's not a good look. It's not a good look. Love your kids as they are. And if you feel like you don't want to be in the presence of the girlfriend, then you stay home. You know, let me read a couple comments and we will continue because, again, I got a lot. Tami said it during the interview. She dipped into the lady pond. I thought so. So it's the audacity for me. Hey, Erica Yvette, you said there may be more to Tami's reasoning. Tami hasn't fully accepted that her daughter is gay. Sometimes it takes the parents a little longer to accept the inevitable. How long does it take, Eric? Because as I just mentioned, Jazz had, she's, sorry guys, that's the man's man. Jazz came out years ago. So how long does it take? And, you know, just to keep it real, does she need her mother's permission? You know, that can cause more harm than good. We've seen cases, well, I don't know about you guys, where some people, unfortunately, end up unaliving themselves from not being accepted by family. You know, Kyla said, I have boys and I have not liked all of their girlfriends. Although my boys are not gay, I still had to remind myself I have to allow them to choose even when they were not grown-ups. Excellent point. Hey, April. Let's see. I don't agree with Tami telling her daughter she can't have her girlfriend at her own graduation. Sis said, one thing I've learned with raising my girls, you can't push or force them to do the things you want them to do, or they will do the opposite. Love and support them and allow them to be who they are. Look, sis, not only can you apply that to you having kids, but we know the same thing from being raised by our parents. If they say, I don't want you to have no little boyfriend, most of us went out and snuck and had us a little boyfriend. I don't want you to go over there. Most of us snuck and went over there. You know, but this girl, 30 years old, okay? It's 30 years old. Cutie crew. We will continue this conversation tomorrow in members only. But for me, it's the audacity. It's the audacity, especially because she dipped in the lady pond. Especially. But it's just wrong, period. You know what I mean? It really is. So, yeah, if I didn't read your comments, put them in the comment section after we end this live. And I promise you guys I'll get to it. Let's get to this next one, child. I touched on this the other day. I'm just going to play a little bit of this. Somebody else that's just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. We spoke about Mama D yesterday. We also brought up the video of a little boozy bad ass. And Mama D is doing something that a lot of parents as well, speaking of parents, attempted to do and continues to. They try to blame somebody else over what they did. So now she's bringing in Erica Mena. And I'm sorry, Erica didn't know Scrappy when he was 14 years old. And you had them strippers there performing for him. Let's take a quick look. I can't take too much more of her at all, but let's take a quick look.
The bitch that thinks she's better than black girls. That calls fight.
Y'all know what that is right there. She said the BI that thinks she's better than black girls. She's trying to rally up the troops. Now, look, I know I'm getting all this backlash for what is going around concerning Scrappy, but don't y'all remember Erica Mena called Spice a monkey? Gaslighting. Trying to rally up the troops. No, ma'am.
Spice a name.
No,
and made animal signs with it. It's the one that led this war against me. I've never said anything about.
How did Erica Mena lead this war against her? We saw the interview yesterday where Mama D and Scrappy recently sat down with somebody else, and she was over there being very braggadocious, like, in my opinion, saying, yes, I did. I sure did bring in, because I wanted to make sure he was straight. Come on, Mama D, cut it out.
Erica, I've never, even she was friends with my ex-daughter-in-law, Bambi, I never, ever spoke an unkind word. I never got in her safari business. I never said shit. I never said nothing. But for her to jump at me at my weakest point.
Take no more foolishness, because I'm sure I'm just as confused as Erica Mena. How did she get into this? How? Like this person said, you had naked women at a party for a 14-year-old boy, ma'am. Let that sink in. This person, and I could not agree more, said, and she got exactly what she wanted, a boy. Even 30 years later, she still has a boy. I totally agree. Hey, Neva P, Scrappy is a overgrown ass boy. And yeah, it's Mama D's fault. Erica Dixon tried to get with him, got her daughter bound. Bambi and Mama D was all up and through their business. You know? Girl, what's the T said, my youngest daughter is gay and I accept her mate the same as I do my oldest daughter, who is married to a man with kids. Good for you. Good for you. You know what I mean? I, for one, I truly believe, I don't know because I'm strictly de-ickly, but I do believe that, you know, people can be born gay. You know what I'm saying? You can't beat it out of them. You can't tell them they can't go here, there, everywhere. None of that will work. So good for you. Girl, what's the T said, when it comes to Mama D, deflection at its finest. Yeah, I can't even listen to no more. We deserve, Brittany Janae, we deserve better than listening to that mess. Okay. Where I want to go next? Let's see what else you guys are saying. I believe that's it. She can most definitely love her daughter and not accept that lifestyle. Okay, what Overcomer say? Is it possible that Tami loves jazz but doesn't have to accept her lifestyle? Yes, that is absolutely possible. But you can't, Overcomer, demand that she can't live in her truth. And if you know that the daughter is living with her girlfriend and sharing every day with her girlfriend and all of the above, you can't ask a 30-year-old daughter of yours to leave your girlfriend at home because I'm coming to your graduation. No. You know? No. Okay, we're going to keep it moving. Child, I ain't know he was like this. I got my title, Nicki Minaj is cray. But Darius McCrary, excuse me, of Child Star, Family Matters. He was picked up last week in San Diego. They say they caught him at the border, trying to make it appear that he was attempting to flee to Mexico. But he was in jail for a lack of staying up with his child support. And it was odd looking at this. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talk. I also saw it on TMZ, but I want you guys to take a look because he was representing himself, but he was trying to act like the real Darius McCrary wasn't there in court. It's bizarre. Shout out to 85 of you that's watching. Hit the like button for me.
Mr. McCrary is not attending his Family Matters. He has 2 daughters and 1 son, and this matters regarding one daughter who lives in Michigan. He has previously been ordered to pay child support. As of August 20th of last year, he owed $75,473.26. He owed substantially more at this time. However, Michigan cannot get a figure due to privacy reasons.
The court is in receipt of a signed waiver of extradition to the state of Michigan, signed by the defendant, and the court finds a valid waiver of extradition extradition to the state of Michigan, signs the waiver of extradition. As such, this defendant is remanded to the custody of the sheriff without bail, and the court sets a 30-day date for due hearing in this date, and that date is
November 14th, 2025 at 8:30, the time of 101.
okay. Thank you.
Okay, that wasn't the one that I wanted, guys. Hold on one quick second. Sino, I agree. Sino said just because she doesn't like her daughter being a little doesn't mean she doesn't love her daughter. I don't know if I said it. If I did, well, no need to apologize because I didn't say that. I believe she loves her daughter. I do. But you have to admit, Sino, that 30 is grown. And I just feel like, yeah, no, ma'am, you cannot tell her that she can't have her daughter at the graduation. Let me find this video real quickly, guys, of Darius McCrary from, let me just go to TMZ, because I want you guys to hear him representing himself. I will say this, prayers going up, I think is needed. I do, because, you know, he just appeared to me to be just a little bit, I don't want to say unhinged, but a little unhinged, okay? So I do have it up. Let me go ahead. You know, what is it? Is it highly weird, guys, that cause all of these, especially childhood stars and entertainers, to seemingly go off the rail? I think so. Take a look, though.
McCurry, did you have any objections, sir, to the media request? You indicated that you did. Did you have an objection? And the court indicated that its tentative was to grant the request for media coverage. Did you wish to put that on the record or no?
Yeah, I'd like to put it on the record only because I have other children than my 18-year-old son, which this matter is involving.
Okay, the only other
I didn't realize his voice was like that. Let's continue. But the son is turning, well, he's 18, and they said that he owes $75,000. Do you guys think that he should have been arrested? Hey, Pet H, what up, though, sis? Let's continue.
place to the media request.
Oh, I just wanted to make sure that my other children weren't in the media if I mentioned their names or if it comes up in the proceedings.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Please do so.
I wanted to call.
You guys listen to this, because this is where maybe he is an actor. So maybe in his mind, he was acting as his lawyer, but calling himself in front of the judge. I don't know. Take a look.
Attention to the emergency motion that I filed. Based on the fact that the 50th district has completely continued to violate all of my rights.
And I'm playing all of this because I want you guys to hear what the judge, black woman, said to him, because, just look.
My fifth, my 14th Amendment, my right to due process is constantly trampled. And I figured out why, because under due process clause of the 14th Amendment, personal judgment is void if rendered by the court, which has no jurisdiction over the defendant. That's Penmore versus Neff, 95 U.S. 714 24L ED 565, and Michigan has no jurisdiction. Before we proceed, we need to establish jurisdiction. It's imperative that we establish jurisdiction. Your Honor, I'd like to also say I'm here in special appearance.
Right here. I'm here in special appearance. So he's saying I'm here as a lawyer in special appearance. Keep looking.
Special appearance for who?
I'm here on special appearance.
Sir, who are you specially appearing for?
I'm specially appearing for Darius McCurry. I'm here pro per. special appearance.
And when you say you were here pro per and special appearance, who are you?
I'm an authorized signatory thereof of the estate, the executor of the estate.
Who's the state?
The McCurry estate.
Okay, I think you guys get the gist. I'm definitely not trying to make fun of him at all, but something just does not seem right to me. Maybe he was nervous in the moment, you know what I mean? Didn't know exactly how to answer the questions. But even with the judge, the way she was responding back to him, you can tell that she felt like something wasn't right. Hey, Destination Sunrise. I think this is the first time I'm seeing you over here. You said, hey, Chit Chat, I had a homeboy get stopped at the Bermuda border for under $5,000 in back child support. All I can say is the law is the law, especially, that last part is absolutely correct, especially for us colored folks. I hate calling myself colored. Black folk. Gia, I can always count on my Gia, baby. Gia say he cuckoo. We're not laughing, but this person said, our childhood stars are either passing away or losing their minds. Very sad. Maybe I just don't know. But let me read this comment. We're going to move on. This person said, I'm the authorized signatory of the estate of Darius McCrary. I'm here under special appearance. Some will get it, some won't. Getting an attorney would mean he's operating under his straw man and put him under the authority of the state and maritime law. That's why he filed an emergency motion asking the court to establish jurisdiction before they proceed. If the state of Michigan has no jurisdiction over him, they cannot prosecute him. He even referenced the case Pennoyer versus Neff. I don't know, but he did. That's a previous case. No matter what, Michigan does have jurisdiction because he is in the process of being extradited back to Michigan. So prayers going up to him. You know, I get it. I do that. You know, if you have these kids, you absolutely should be able to take care of them properly and all of that. And maybe just because he was a child star, I got a little pity. You know, it's just sad to see him locked up. And reading the caption on TMZ, he was actually caught, well, not caught, but picked up coming back from Mexico. So at first they said he was attempting to flee the United States, but it looks like they cleared that up. He had been over in Tijuana and he came back on over the border. You know what I mean? So yeah, prayers going up. It's sad. It really, really is. Overcomer said, wait, now that's a problem. If Michigan doesn't have jurisdiction over him, why is he appearing in that court? The court that we just looked at was California. Yeah. So, you know, I hope it gets worked out. It's a shame because $75,000 to me, look, that's a lot of money, period. But a child star that worked hard all of their lives and all of that, and I get that he's grown and all of that, you know, it appears that he doesn't have it if he, you know, is in jail for back child support, you know? All right, let's touch and go on this. Let's touch and go on this one. You guys remember I brought you this case last week where the horrific details of the case when it comes to a 5-year-old girl. She was raped and beaten by a 9-year-old boy and a 10-year-old girl. And that 9-year-old and 10-year-old has been arrested for attempted unaliving, kidnapping, after they again brutally beat this 5-year-old baby and SA'd her. Let's go ahead and take a quick look. And I'm happy for this, but it's sad at the same time. And I'll give some commentary in a minute. This is covered under the Copyright Disclaimer Act. Let's take a look.
She had bruises and blood all over her body. Her eyes was filled with blood. Her lips and mouth was filled with blood. Her nails had dirt, debris of dirt stuck in it.
9-year-old boy, 10-year-old girl facing attempted murder and rape charges. And unfortunately, sadly, you have heard that right.
These kids are accused of violently attacking a little 5-year-old girl. First and four, Aria Janelle has the beyond disturbing details.
All right, I'm going to pause real quickly because that's why, well, that's not the only reason why, but the mom came out very upset because they had not been arrested at the time. And now they have been. Let's play a little bit more, and then I want you all's thoughts on this because, like I said, I am happy that they have been arrested, but yeah, we're talking 9 and 10 years old, you know?
Either way you look at this story, it's just devastating. All three people involved in this situation under the age of 11.
I literally saw the worst thing ever. Like,
And Tavia Kinney-Brew, a mother, heartbroken and pleading for justice. Police say her 5-year-old daughter was beaten, scalped, and sexually assaulted. The people that did it, they believe, are a 9-year-old boy and a 10-year-old girl.
I saw my daughter.
Okay, I have to stop just for my mental health because I'll be tore up the rest of the day. I'll read it to you, and then we will, go over you all's thoughts about this. But this did happen in Cleveland, and they have been arrested. The authorities said additional information concerning the case will be sparse due to the nature of the crime and ages of the victims and suspects. They said they are still looking into evidence and collecting new information. But as I mentioned, that 9 and 10-year-old girl have been charged with attempted unaliving, great felonious assault, kidnapping, and strangulation after attacking a 5-year-old girl that was visiting her family. And look, I want the family member that she was under the care of, I want them arrested too. You know, that was the mom's family. She let them watch her daughter for whatever reason. The little daughter went over there to visit family or whatever. And obviously they did not take proper care of her. You know what I'm saying? Heartbreaking. What are you all's thoughts about the 9 and 10-year-old? Anybody feel like that's too young for them to be locked up? Bridget J. locked their parents up as well. I agree, sis. Where did they learn this behavior? Where did they learn this behavior? Why wasn't she with an adult? No one was watching her. Right. So her mom, again, allowed her to go over the family member's home. And when the story first broke, they did say that, somehow she was outside unattended, Excuse me. Teresa said, I really wonder where the kids learn this from. Yeah, this is so disheartening. The parents need to be physiologically evaluated where and who they are seeing this behavior from. Kids are products of their environments. I agree, sis. Cheryl Canada said they need to be locked up also. Yes, everybody got to go. Everybody. Hey, Shorten, how are you, sis? It really, really is. Yes, Bridget J. Now, I was going to say, Bridget J, girl, what's going on? It definitely happened in Cleveland. Gia said, nope, lock them up. They are dangerous. Cheryl Canada say, no, they weren't too young to do it. Agreed. Sis said, what in the world have these kids seen that made them do something like this? All right, so I think we all are on one accord. I don't see anybody saying, thank you, Rolanda. Shout out to the replay gang. Kim I Am said, not at all. If they did it, they have to be held accountable. Then the parents need to be investigated because where do kids this young learn things like that? Lock them all up. Hey, Cricket. All right, Patricia J, last comment. What the F is going on with these kids nowadays? Lock them up. And whoever was supposed to be watching the baby. Totally agree. Totally agree. All right, we're going to jump into, we're doing good on time. Did you guys see this? I'm just going to read his caption. Did I talk about this the other day? A part of me feel like I made a video and didn't release it. Or maybe I talked about it in the members, not members only, in a live. I don't know. But Kim Zolciak, soon to be ex-husband Kroy Biermann, made this long post the other day talking about how he was blamed, talked about how God met him in the darkness. Thank goodness. He said that he still has scars, he's still healing and all of that. And prayers going up to Kroy. He said that he experienced DV himself and said men survive too. Also said at one point he wanted to leave this earth. You guys know what I'm talking about. And it looks like that he really, really suffered a lot once he married Kim Zolciak. Teresa said she was driving him crazy, and I totally agree. I don't know his lifestyle before her, but we had never heard of a Kroy Biermann. He was in the NFL country boy, if you ask me. And yes, she just came in and wrecked everything, in my opinion. But child, Kim then went on to do what she popped on the scene doing. Had her whole sugar daddy. You guys remember Big Papa? Hey, Lula. And anyway, she's been subpoenaed in a $100 million divorce case. She has been accused of allegedly receiving lavish gifts from another woman's husband. And we know right here, this Nene on this screen is when Nene said, close your legs to married men. Hey, Simply. But Nene ended up being with Naomi, who's married as well, child. It's the audacity for me. But according to court documents, the former Real Housewives of Atlanta star was subpoenaed and accused again of receiving those gifts. And the wife wants answers. Kim's legal team is calling all of this unreasonable and said that this was put out with the intention of embarrassing her. I believe it. Like I said, Kim and Kroy has been going through extreme financial issues, trying to sell at home, getting evicted allegedly from the home, all of that. And I do think that Kim found her another big child, and the wife wants answers, and she deserves it. So I see what you guys are saying. Kim, I am said Kim turned Kroy in and out. And I agree with that. I do. So I'm just happy to hear that he's, in church and found the Lord and all of that. And, hopefully he'll be able to get out of that funk completely. But yeah, Kim Zolciak, a whole hot mess. Big time. All right. We're going to end this with this. And I am going to attempt to bring up a couple more. Teresa said Kim was another Wendy, materialistic and greedy. Yeah, but that's how we met her. And at the time, I don't think, was Big Papa married? Because she was real vocal about Big Papa. Wasn't no shame in her game. She didn't hide anything. I remember her saying, thank you, Big Papa. She was happy. So we'll see. We'll talk about it in the future. His family never wanted him to marry her. Patricia J. Facts. And that's what Danya, I'm sorry, Danya, that was you. Teresa Wright, yes, Teresa and Danya. Just like Eddie's family never wanted him to marry Wendy Osefo. All right, Danya say yes, Big Papa was married. Okay. I had a lapse of judgment, child, in that moment. But that is why Nene said, close your legs to marry men. I ended up seeing who Big Papa was, Lula. Big Papa was put out here on them social media streets before. So yes, his identity was eventually revealed. But let's get into this, child. Let's get into this. And Tasha K, girl, what's going on? Now, I don't know about you guys, but to me, something ain't right with Nicki Minaj. And I'm just going to say prayers going up to her as well. Mental health is real. It really, really is. And child, who over here DMing me while I look for this other? Let me bring up Live Bites. Hold on, guys. But Nicki Minaj has been in the headlines these past couple weeks for a number of things. Number one is her back and forth with Cardi B. Just back and forth. And in a lot of her tweets, yeah, I've come to the conclusion that something not right. You know, allegedly, there is some type of mental illness allegedly going on with Nicki Minaj, and she has completely turned me off, and I was a fan. I wasn't a barb, okay? But I was a fan of her music. And yeah, with the way that she's been acting Kanye-ish and a couple other issues, it's not just our color. Yeah, something is wrong with Nicki. But Nicki allegedly is being sued. Her and her husband, Kenneth Petty, allegedly have been ordered to pay $500,000 to a security guard over an alleged backstage beating that left the man with a broken jaw. So allegedly, Nicki's husband put them paws on the guy. And then it is being said that Nicki is also being sued because she never showed up in court. She was supposed to appear and allegedly she didn't. So this is what she had to say about that. I have evidence that this was given to me. I have evidence that this was given to a business manager who never told me. Now you found out everything else about Cardi B and everybody else, but you didn't know about your own business. I'm not buying it. Nicki went on to say, my lawyers and business managers, old and new, aren't aware. Let's see if they'll speak up or if, excuse me, I'll have to call them out by name. She then said that same business manager stole from me many times. Then he was allegedly accused of unaliving a woman and leaving her in a hotel room. Not sure of the outcome of the case, though. I believe they later said that she was unalived. She passed of a drug overdose after he left the hotel room around 3 a.m. or something like that. Ain't no or something like that. Again, she got receipts on everybody else, but she don't have her own receipts when it comes to this case. You guys think that the husband, old Kenneth Petty, is going to be the downfall of a Nicki? According to Cardi B, allegedly, he spends a whole lot on that American Express card. Okay. Now, I will say this. I found it odd that Tasha K somehow got involved with this, allegedly. But Tasha K came out. We already know that Tasha K has been ordered to pay, is it over $3 million or $2 million to Cardi B? And if I was Tasha, and I said this before, I would be the last person that's speaking on anything when it comes to Nicki Minaj and Cardi B and all of that. But anyway, Nicki alleged that multiple people have been using her American Express card without permission and claiming that over $20K in unauthorized charges and even a tracking device led to one of the suspect's phones. The alleged suspect is DeAndre Tristan, who was her stylist. Y'all keeping up? 121 of you all. I hope you're keeping up. Well, DeAndre is taking legal action against that woman from YouTube. And before I get into just a little bit of what he had to say, let me properly thank Kathy Johns. Thank you, Kathy, because I get to play my new money song. Shout out to Brittany Janae. But thank you, Kathy. Thank you so much, sis, for the super sticker. You know what? I deserve these super stickers, super chats, and cash apps, child. Thank you.
I deserve to be.
I deserve it. Thank you, Kathy. But anyway, DeAndre is suing that lady from YouTube. Make no mistake about it. Allegedly, that lady is none other than Tasha K. So he's taking legal action against that woman from YouTube after she allegedly claimed he stole from Nicki Minaj and made false criminal accusations about him on social media. According to the letter from Tristan's attorney, that YouTube lady posted multiple false statements accusing him of theft and past fraud allegations. His legal team says that they are false. The document says that that lady's remarks led to harassment, threats, and serious reputational damage. The letter demands a public apology and full retraction within 48 hours, or that lady will be facing legal consequences. Why did that lady get involved? Tasha K, no. Now, what I do hope is that if that lady, and that lady did, because I got the post that she put up last week and yesterday in my DMs, but I'm not showing them. I believe so, Danya. I will double check, but I'm not putting them up on my screen, child, because this lady will not be in anybody's courthouse, okay? Let's see. Let me scan real quickly. Ooh, child. I'm not even going to push play or anything. I'm going to flash this on my screen, and I'm going to take it down real quickly. But this is that lady, allegedly. And she said people need to take a closer look at this stylist when it comes to the money stolen from Nicki Minaj's American Express card. I'm not playing it at all. I just don't understand why, Tasha K would get involved if she is indeed allegedly that lady. Because as I mentioned, now the stylist may not have Cardi B's money, but what's been established is a track record. So 16 hours ago, Tasha K's post is still up. I'm sure, Danya, to your point, sis, maybe she skirted around saying his actual name. But do you understand what I mean when I say anything? Because the American Express situation started from Cardi B. Tasha K already got to pay Cardi B. I wouldn't have touched it. But all while Cardi B and Nicki Minaj was going back and forth, yeah, Tasha K was absolutely all in the mix. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy to me. So yeah, I ain't playing nothing. I'm not playing nothing. Shout out to Tasha K, child. But I don't know. It seems like Nicki is probably at the point where that default judgment may stand. And I don't even know if it was a default judgment. So let me correct myself. Allegedly, it could just be a judgment. And what a shame. I don't believe what Nicki Minaj is saying. But you guys let me know in the comments now. And I'm going to read them. Y'all think something strange then happened with Nicki? She been calling out Jay-Z, Rock Nation, Desiree Perez, Beyonce, just person after person after person. And she did mention his name, Danya. Hold on, sis. Let's go ahead and put it up here. Now, DeAndre, or whatever your name is, that lady mentioned it. I didn't. But Danya, if you look on the screen here, sis, you see she got the whole Goodman name right here. Tasha K, but she just reporting on, what Nicki Minaj did. So according to Tasha K, Nicki Minaj is the one that filed that police report against DeAndre for stealing money. Tasha then said other names expected to be dropped soon. I'm just wondering if any other the name child is her husband, Kenneth Petty. I believe it. Let me see what you guys are saying. Tasha, not a good look. Hold on, because I think I got something else. Hold on. Let me look real quickly. Hold on. Oh, child. Let's see. Give me 1 second. All right. Maybe this is it. This is the last of it, and then I'll see what you guys have to say. But Nicki Minaj, and a lot of people last week said, yeah, Tasha K is in her ear, because I believe Tasha led with information, allegedly, and then Nicki picked up on it. But Nicki said 3 different people in the span of 2 months charging my Amex without permission. Some couldn't even explain how they had the brand new card number. You should be able to explain it. She said a couple of them have been doing it for years, filed the first report a couple weeks ago. They're all going to jail. She also said a 4th person has been stealing from the Barbs. Oh, biatch, sitting here smelling like Pink Friday 2 fragrance. Nothing like a hot shower to put everything into perspective. Just to let you guys know what's going around the streets, I was just about to say it. Ra Ali, who was a part of Nicki Minaj's podcast and all of that, Nicki allegedly is, without naming her, but Sugar Dumpling did, everything is allegedly is Ra Ali. Yes, they were friends. Ra Ali is the one that said she is the one that put that knot on Cardi B's head when Nicki and y'all see how I sound. Shout out to 131 of you. But I'm just talking about what's been out here. Ra Ali is the one that is taking credit for putting the knot on Cardi B's head when Cardi and Nicki got into it at the Met Gala. So absolutely, Ra Ali and Nicki Minaj were friends. They aren't anymore. Now Nicki said Ra Ali allegedly. Well, Nicki didn't say it, but allegedly. Anyway, Nicki goes on to say one of the credit card thieves has also been tracking my moves with a tracking device that led right to his own cell phone number. You can't make this ish up. Laughing my A off. What won't God do it? Yes, he will. Ooh, child. Couple more. Nicki also said, let's see if they'll go to jail for their ringleaders. Let's see if they'll save themselves or be a part of a RICO. Hope the group chats were worth it. I got to show y'all what their responses were. Everyone who got caught said the dumbest ish, caught red-handed, being thieves and worse. I wonder if their other clients know that they are thieves. Now, I'm just going to say I don't believe that unless they had a phone plan under Nicki's, business accounts, and she pulled the records and all of that. I think Nicki Minaj is the type that just come out here and throw everything out there to get the people talking. I don't know if she got their records. Maybe she do, child. But she showed this charge right here. She showed this charge right here. She showed this charge right there. This charge right there. What are you all's thoughts? What I would love to hear more of your thoughts on before we get out of here is, do you think Tasha K allegedly should have been involved at all when it comes to the tie to Cardi B? Let me know. Elite Leo said Nicki is just using Tasha as her mouthpiece. Yes, but Elite, can you let me know? And I saw Feminine Leo earlier. Hey, Feminine. feminine, if you're still here. Do you guys think that this is going to backfire? Because it was public as far as Cardi B and Nicki Minaj going tit for tat. Can Cardi B take this back to court and say, look, that lady, just like the stylist is calling her, is still harassing me? I don't know. I wouldn't have done it. Bridget J say, dummy ass. Elite Leo says she showed us some amounts. Those amounts don't show that they were stolen or that someone else charged those amounts. Totally agree. Bridget J said Tasha K don't believe fat meat is greasy. Danya said absolutely not. Tasha K needs a muzzle sometimes. Pink Diva said apparently Tasha K hasn't learned her lesson. Her lips should be sealed. And I totally agree. Girl, if it's not a, it's a judgment. And allegedly, I don't know if they are garnishing any wages or anything like that, or if Tasha K, I believe I heard that as well. Tasha K and Cardi B had a payment plan. Why would you? And Elite, I totally agree, says never show any receipts. Do you hear me? Not name receipt. She hasn't shown us proof of a report being filed either. Nope. But she said it and Tasha K said it. I ain't say nothing. My name Wes. I'm not in none of that mess. But baby, it's crazy. And I'm sorry, Nicki Minaj. Who could I use as an example? You're looking a little Kanye-ish. You're looking a little Britney Spears-ish. And yeah, something is not right. She just came off a successful tour. And ever since she left that stage for the last time, she's been on Twitter ranting every other day. It's not a good look. It's not. Because even if something legally is going on, handle that the right way, legally, behind closed doors. So, the sad part is Nicki, by her own doing, has caused people that were fans, hold on, guys, like myself, to say, yeah, no, I can't do that. I pass. Very talented, but it has, her rants and all of that has overshadowed the talent to me. Even with the announcement of a tour, she knows that, not her tour, her album. She knows that Cardi B is going to be on tour around that time, and Nicki Minaj 6 months in advance said that she's dropping an album. Then yesterday she said, okay, y'all got y'all wish. I'm not dropping the album. She's just unhinged to me. Elite says she claimed that Live Nation stole her tour money. She actually owed it out. Ken Barbie posted those receipts last year. Yes, and I have caught wind of that. So, it's a damn shame if, I will say this. First of all, if she didn't know that she owed them money and then you agreed to go on tour under Live Nation. But it's also a damn shame if her, because I'm just going to keep the blame where it belongs to me. If her management went through the contract of this tour and they could not have her to come on tour and refuse to pay her. You get what I'm saying? They can't do that. But if there was something in that contract, in that fine print, that said, yeah, you can go on this world tour, but after you're done, 50% of your earnings come to us, I still have to blame Nicki because, they can't steal her money like she's trying to say that they did. And she wouldn't have continued to show up to perform if something wasn't coming in. So I totally, I don't totally believe her, Elite, and yeah, I do believe that she did owe them, All right, couple comments. We out of here. Hold on, guys. Let me try some. Oh, child, not again. Give me one quick second. I ain't gonna worry about it. Hold on. My apologies. Lulu said Nicki is going to land herself in a conservatorship like Wendy Williams. Hey, I'm just going to say this. When it comes to Nicki, I see a little difference than Wendy. I think that when it comes to Wendy, hold on, guys. I have to log back into my VPN. Okay, you gonna let me in? I think that when it comes to Wendy Williams, we know that I think Kevin, first of all, Wendy's ex-husband is the one that drove her, a little cuckoo. But it's a different situation because she's under that conservatorship based off of greed completely to me. And I think that, I don't know, my opinion, they probably medicated her or something, Nicki is giving them everything that they need, just like Kanye. Hold on, guys. Shoot, come on. Just like Kanye, in my opinion. I will go ahead and give Kim Kardashian her props because she's been speaking out about, being married to Kanye West. And we know that had to be brutal. That had to be brutal. Teresa said Nicki is acting more like Kanye every day. Yep. Everybody needs to be careful with these guardians snooping around. Yeah, it's very, very scary. Teresa, what's the name of that doc we looked at? Off the top of my head, I can't think of the name, but that just shows you it happens a lot. Queens 3 said Tasha K should have stayed out of it. I totally agree. Thank you, Queens 3. Thank you for dropping down. All right, we out of here. We are out of here. I appreciate each and every one of you for joining me for this power hour. Shout out to, I don't know how I looked at the start of this live. I'm gonna have to go back and look myself. I need makeup and everything else on, but it is what it is. But yeah, prepare to see me soon. I can't tell you how soon, but I will be going live once I, do what I need to do on this end as far as programs, apps, and all of the above. But I thank you guys again. Hey, CC, this is my first time seeing you. That wasn't it, Linda Gamble. That's not it either, Teresa. That's not the name. Hold on. Let me do a quick Google search. Teresa, I thought you just watched this the other day. Hold on, guys. You guys know I can't type and text at the same time. Shoot. Hold on. Let's see if it'll come up. It was 3 letters in the name of this document. I care a lot. I care a lot. Now, Teresa, you say you just watched it the other day. How the heck you get it wrong? And you, my child. How? Oh, you watched Bad Guardian. Okay. I care a lot is the one that is spot on as far as what we have witnessed when it comes to Wendy Williams. If you haven't checked that out, check it out. We watched it on Patreon and to the Patron and Cuties, and then I have to go. I'll be putting up a post. I want you guys to put your favorite documentaries over there. I'll see if I can pin a post. But join me on Patreon tomorrow to the Cutie crew, as well as the Patroni Cuties. We will have our members only tomorrow. We will not be having it tonight because I got something to do. But we'll be watching the Braxtons and we will determine after we watch episode 2 if we want to continue. I also want to say, if you have not gotten yourself caught up on Family Secrets, that's on OWN, please watch that at your own time. I was sick last week. We were supposed to watch episode 2 and 3. I ended up watching episode 3, My Husband's Secret. I hope you guys catch up on it, or let me know if you want us to go ahead and watch that together, because this Husband's Secret was something else, and I don't want to give it away. I just want to know if any of you guys would have stayed with the husband, child. You know, I just watched it last night. All right, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you, Patricia J. Patricia J said, have a happy rest of your week, everybody, and goodbye. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, Cece. Cece also said, have a blessed day, everyone. And I agree. You guys enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Shout out to the cutie crew, the Patroni cuties, the cutie mods, and each and every cutie that is subscribed to me. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to the replay gang yang. And let me give me something to eat. Okay, I'm starving. All right, but I love you guys. Thank you guys again for joining me. I think we was up to 130-ish or so. We are working every day to double that, then triple that, then quadruple that, and so forth. But for those of you that were here, I thank you guys again. All right. I love you guys. I'll chat with you guys soon. Bye.
Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. With QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT.